Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter Sunday. Welcome to this week's weekly live stream. As you can tell, let me drop this down a bit. Tell from the calendar, we are jumping back into Elder Scrolls Online. Yesterday, we had a very successful playthrough of Cyberpunk. The end of this week, 410, we will be playing through the second ending of it and fully completing, for the most part, what I'll feel as a complete playthrough of Cyberpunk. And then we'll be moving on. I'll be slotting Star Trek Online for Sundays for the time being. I don't quite remember where we left off in this, but we will find out when we jump into it. But let us quickly go through the week's schedule first, and then we'll dive right into it. So tomorrow is our off day, both here on Twitch and YouTube. I was very productive this morning once I realized the stores that I was going to go do my errands at today were closed because it was Easter. So I sat down and collected a whole bunch of Fallout 4 videos. I can say we will successfully complete the Far Harbor DLC within the next 2 weeks. And then we're going to knock out a few quests in the Commonwealth. We started working on the one that Nick Valentine gave us while we were in Far Harbor. The Eddie Winter one. Being that it was only like 20 or so minutes in when we actually completed the Far Harbor one. We started collecting the Eddie Winter tapes at the end of the last one I collected. So the last Far Harbor one will be the start. There's also the start of us knocking out a few things within the Commonwealth. We're going to do the Eddie Winter questline for Nick Valentine. We're going to go visit Jack Abbott and deal with him and his father. We'll help him with his father. We'll get that one knocked out of the way. I think that will put us in the position to finish the Lost Patrol one that we've got left. We may go try to see Abbott at the wall in Diamond City, see if we can get that quest line. If not, we'll just abandon that. And I think that was really it. I don't think we may have had a settlement one that we may or may not take care of. But we'll do a few more things to get to level 50. I think we're at level 48 or 49 right now. So we'll level up to level 50. And then we'll head over to Nuka World and play through this last chapter of Fallout 4. So tomorrow when I get home from work, I'm going to at least get The Outer Worlds episode 30 that's going to air Tuesday, edited and ready to upload, as well as episode 52 of Fallout 4. Cover my butt for this week, and then I'll work on getting ahead for next week. As I said, Tuesday 4/6 will be the next and final episode of The Outer Worlds, episode 30. That is, unless they release another DLC, and then we'll be diving back into it. I haven't seen any noise online that they are planning another DLC. It's always possible they might be keeping stuff quiet. They don't really post and get people's hopes up until they're like way done the development phase and just doing the final touches. It's like, hey, we've got this new thing coming soon. So I usually see the announcements a few months before the release of the add-on or DLC. And that we heard of this current one when they released Perils on Gorgon, because I think they were working on both of them at the same time. But we'll see. Wednesday, it'll be the part 1 of our 4-part build challenge in The Sims. I still have yet to, that's another thing I gotta add to my list on Mondays. I gotta find us a house plan to build. We are going to be building the same house across all the Sim games. The original Sims, Sims 2, Sims 3, and Sims 4. To see which one we like building better in. See which one the house that we've chosen to build looks the best in. And that I've got a strong feeling it's going to be Fallout 4, but we'll see. That'll be Wednesday. Thursday we'll be picking up again, as I said, with Fallout 4 episode 52. It's the fourth to last episode, I believe, of our Far Harbor DLC playthrough. And then, of course, Friday, this will all go live over on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. And then, as I mentioned, Saturday, 4/10, we will be completing our Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough. And the following Saturday, we will backfill with... We'll backfill with Star Trek Online. Once we... I'm just upping the game volume because we're about ready. And then Wednesday, once we finish the 4-part Sims build challenge, I believe we will backfill Wednesdays semi-permanently with the Neverwinter. So we'll be playing Neverwinter regularly on Wednesdays and Star Trek Online on Saturdays. And then Sundays goes back to being our variety day of assortment of games. Alright, with all that out of the way, switch cameras. We will dive back in playing with our High Elf Assassin, our level 31, Vera. Pick up where we left off in... Let's log in fully before we get kicked. Because they don't like... For some reason, if you sit idle on the login screen, they kick you back out. And then sometimes it takes forever to log in. Servers must be busy today. Hopefully everybody's had a good Sunday, had a good Easter. Like I said, I didn't do much, but collect video, collect content to edit. Until it gets and I fought with my Mac. I did that too. Because what I had been doing is connecting it through HDMI adapter to my big screen to edit videos, which was kind of nice, except for there was like mouse lag when I moved it across the screen. And it seemed like I had to like move the mouse the entire length of the desk to go across the screen. It was getting annoying. But editing on the Mac itself, being it's a 13-inch one, was like, feel like I was working in a cramped space. So I edited an HDMI switch to the XP machine and that monitor. And I haven't tested it for editing, but I have now got it's like a 19 or 20 inch. Yeah, it's 19 or 20, I think it's a 19 inch, a 1080p monitor. But I had to fight with the adapter, wanted drivers apparently, I guess things updated. So I fought with that most of the morning. Got it to finally work, got it backed up. Oh, we were collecting runestones. That's where we left off. Because we were running around hunting down runestones. Alright, so we're going to continue that because we're working on that little quest. Not planning on encountering anything, so we'll go out to third person view. Oh, there's a flamey orb thingy. I don't know if I like that. Alright, let's go back this way and look for... Oh, don't tell me they're looking for runes too. That was the issue we had last time we were playing. Was there there's a bear. There's another bear. They've added stuff, it looks like. Aha. We just need this one rune. Vampires. We just need this Jorah potency rune. A wolf. Ah, we didn't take any damage. Perhaps empty. In the backpack. Sure, why not? What's a seagull? I'm like, what's trying to attack me? Always seems like when you need the runes, you can't find them. And then when you're just walking around and exploring, all you find are runes. What's that shiny thing? Something shiny over here. It's a log. Interesting. No runes. Oh, there were runes. They just grabbed them. Had those sneaky. There are other people hunting
You
runes.
there? Looking for me?
No, I'm looking for runes. Boom. Our inventory is full, so we should. Get rid of stuff. have a feeling we're not gonna find this last rune.
With the Great Shackle destroyed, has the plain mail been stopped?
Listen, you have to send someone before it's too late.
Chest. Don't have room to grab everything else. Ooh, a lore book. History of the Fighters Guild Part 2. I'm not gonna read it out loud. Interesting. Yeah, it's a monkey.
Quickly, head to the barn.
Looks like a good rune hiding spot. Fox, yeah. Oh, there's a rune over here. Oh, it's a campsite. Feeling our inventory is full again. Alright, what can we get rid of? Can always get more iron ore. Why are they so hard to find? They never used to be. It used to be like behind almost every tree and rock. Aha! No. Get it before somebody... That's what happened last time. Somebody came up while I cleared inventory and took it. Alright. See, where are we? Oh wow, we ventured. Is that where we need to be? Return to Daniel Tiltnoff. Aha. We got too many open quest lines.
Can you believe it?
You there.
Dragons in your
How
own
would you like
homeland.
to do something worthwhile?
What are you going to do?
I am doing something worthwhile.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in River.
Yeah.
Once you recover 3 runes, one each of potency, essence, and aspect, we shall begin the enchanting process.
I've got them right here.
You likely notice their distinctive flares of light.
I did. What's the next step?
We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Now go, piece them together. Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Simply place the glyph upon an unenchanted item of that type, and the enchantment will take hold. A word of caution: once applied, they are permanent. Indeed you can. Bring the glyph to any enchanting station. There you can extract it to recover some runes that went into its creation. To note, extracting another enchanter's glyphs can teach you far more than extracting your own runes.
Jewelry creating station. Aha! Alright. Create a glyph of healing. So I know we need that one. Get that one. Alright, maybe it's not that one. I don't have that many choices. Alright, time to ask Google. Right. Yes, yes, yes. We want to make a glyph of health. Come on. Oko. That one. That's not helpful. But we're just making trifling glyph of health. Okay. What am I doing wrong? I don't care about all the explanations of all of them. I want to know what the formula is. Grow or go and tie. Whoops. Not one chat. Want. My inventory is full. I'm working on it.
Jora Oko Ta.
Finally.
Craft a glyph using a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. Return when you have forged intent into form.
Form accomplished.
You should attach it to an item so you can see the enchantment's effects. You are now certified to fulfill enchanting rites. May you unravel the secrets of Nirn. Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. I am still capable of instructing you.
Tell me about the alchemy.
Alchemists are masters of the elixir. They trap magic in a bottle for later use. But I can only certify you in one discipline at a time. If this is agreeable, we can begin your training.
Yes, I want to be certified as an alchemist.
As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right components before crafting a special concoction. Are you so capable? We shall see. I require you to locate a solvent and some reagents. Then you shall craft me a potion.
Alright, I need to create a potion to be certified.
Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base, and reagents such as herbs and flowers. Now go, find a solvent and some reagents. Once you have what you need, return to me.
Alright, where can I find solvents and reagents?
There's a quiet area nearby with mountain flowers and columbine. A fresh source of water can't be far from them. If you find nothing there, venture into the wilds and seek them for yourself.
Alright.
In the wilderness, you'll find herbs, flowers, and mushrooms all around. These make the best reagents. As for solvents, look for bubbling springs in lakes, ponds, streams, and shores. Sealed bottles as well. Purity of the solvent is key.
Alright, I will return with the ingredients. Another book. Another lore book. Frontier, Conquest, and Accommodation, A Social History of Cyrodiil. Alright, let's see.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to tell me?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
Alright, we gotta get rid of a bunch of stuff. three things, we made room. Beautiful. That was easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to tell them?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where'd he go? Must be in here. It must be on the second floor. There he is.
Locate a solvent and some reagents so you may craft a potion. I'll remain here for now.
I have them.
An apprentice of mine tried to use seawater as a solvent. I had him drink the results. He agreed it was a terrible idea after he finished retching.
Oh, good to know. I'll remember that.
Good. Now go to an alchemy station. Use a solvent and 2 differing reagents to craft a potion. The reagents must possess common traits, or you'll waste all components. You see, alchemy is as simple as pairing like with like.
How do I know which reagent traits are common?
Open your knapsack and place them in your mouth. The first time you consume a reagent, you'll learn its most rudimentary trait. True, some taste quite foul, but it's a small price to pay for the power of alchemy.
Okay, how can potions benefit me?
Potions have far too many benefits to recount. Expect them to have strong effects for short periods of time. Or are you asking how to use them? Open the stopper, place them to your lips, and swallow. Don't pour them on your hair. Lesson learned.
Ah, that is why you're bald. Yeah, alchemy table. Hey, she takes all her headwear off. Alright. So... inventory is full. We definitely need to take care of this full inventory. What don't we need? We can always find it.
Blend the solvent's purity with the reagent's traits. Return to me when you've crafted a potion.
Ingredients for a good blend. I have the potion here.
Your potions have a slight fizz to them, but your skill with admixtures is unquestioned. Far better than my former apprentice. You are now authorized to obtain and fulfill alchemy writs. May your elixirs remain potent and your reagents fresh. You show promise in every discipline I certify. Perhaps you seek to challenge my position as thrice-accredited master craftsman. If so, Millenith offers blacksmith, clothier, and woodworking certification. I last saw her at the local Fighters Guild.
Okay.
Certainly. Please specify.
How did you become a master crafter?
Decades ago, before all the trouble, I was a renowned chef in Cyrodiil. I had engaged an exclusive contract to provide the Mages Guild in their travels, providing food and drink that wouldn't spoil when carried through portals.
How did you learn enchanting and alchemy?
Broiling fish, forging glyphs, or mixing potions, it's all recipes and ingredients. I proved the theory when I joined the ranks of the Mages Guild. Mastered both crafts within 3 years. Not that I'm bragging.
Good to know. Alright, I think we should knock out some of these other quests that are clogging up our log. Get out of the city so I can see where we thought we were done with Cardwell's quest line. He's not. We will go and rectify that now.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
Why not out yet? done. Maybe we've got a chest we can dump some of this crap off into the house. £800. So I figured. How much gold do we have? Oh, you got a ton of gold. Okay. Just want to barrel a chest or something I can dump crap in. Load visitor lists and band lists from... Alright. Storage is full already. Oh. Purchase. Workshop. Structures parlor. Miscellaneous. Storage. Why does it cost crowns? Alright. I've already completed it. Fine. always collect more runes along the way. Oops.
Need passage between Auridon and Grotwood? I have a deal with some privateers. They'll take us across the lane free of charge. Say the word and I'll row us out to meet them.
Alright, let's go. Man. I hate spiders. Oh, no, no. How do I get down without killing myself? There's no spiders. combat.
Mind your own affairs.
The incessant clamor of the undead at the gate finally stops, and you come through the gate. It is a relief to finally see someone new from among the living. Is Akusri correct in thinking you have come to our aid?
Perhaps. Oh, it is. There's an enemy. I had magic. Yeah, I don't have magic. I do have magic. I just never bought any of the magic, or something got reset. think either we've been neglecting it. Alright, now we've got our magic. Could have sworn we had it before, so something may have reset. Hoping something reset.
I hope you like it here. You're about to become a permanent resident.
It seems our circumstances are even worse than I imagined. The corruption of the Shadowwood expands across the forest. I fear it's too late to contain it. We must find the Shade of Naaman himself, here on this plane, if we are to stop him.
Where do you think he might be?
I know not, but I certainly aim to find out. First, though, you must report what we've learned to Marbrook. We need to at least keep them informed. Don't worry, when the time is right, the forest will help me find you again. Until then, be safe.
I just made a mess.
Don't take long. We must press on with our efforts.
One second. I spilled. Gotta clean up my mess. Alright, I just gotta remember my monitor cleaning microfiber towel needs to be cleaned before I use it on a screen. Or I can just grab another one of my microfiber towels. Doesn't matter. But it's the only thing I had close without running out to the kitchen. I think fire burns me in this as well. Fuck the birding.
I can't believe my eyes. The undead are actually receding. For a while there, I thought you were making a last stand here. I'm betting it wasn't our brilliant tactics that drove them away, though. Conquering Marbrook wasn't their top priority, was it?
Nope.
Then it's as the main suggested. Magical forces are at work here that we can't fight with sheer numbers. I shouldn't be surprised. I'm just glad we have you and Indenir on our side to sort this out. Yes, I think maybe Ifrit smiles on us after all. I wish this victory didn't feel so hollow. Other than keeping the undead at bay, it seems there's little we can do to battle this darkness. We are here to support you and Indanir, though, if you need us. Are you going to rejoin him now?
I don't know where he is.
That's Indanir for you. Always trying to shoulder all the burden himself. We can't let him get away with that, though. There's whispers that Naaman's actually been raised as a lich, and if that's the case, Indanir's definitely going to need you.
Alright, where did you hear this about Naaman being a lich?
One of the spinners said Naaman was a lich and was at Hectorheim. You and Indanir should go there too when time allows. For now, though, Indanir's bound to be in Varant Morass or Dreadful Lane. You should catch up with him. He needs you.
Alright, I'll go look for him.
Indanir's a real piece of work, isn't he? I always thought he was half mad. They say he has the green in his blood, but most things that man does, I just don't understand. Recently, though, I've realized just how fortunate we are to have him.
Where did Indanir come from?
Mad as he is, I thought he came from the Bramblebreach clan, but some said it was Woodhearth. Truth is, no one knows. Even heard he was raised by an old Grot oak, cradled in its roots, weaned on the dew from its leaves. He's a mystery, all right.
Alright. Where am I? There I am.
Please, I need to buy food.
We've got almost everything.
Door. Mulbrook. Okay. How do I get up there? Gotta be... Primary vault. Mulbrook.
Buying, selling. I've got what you need. Buying and selling.
Aha! am so confused. Where do we need to go? Alright, tell me this story.
Buying, selling. I've got what you need.
Oh, tell me that way. That way I have to go through this door. What?
Quality wares.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
Uh, what in the...
Have mercy.
Buying and selling.
Oh, the place is outside the city.
Help someone in need.
Oh boy. Not what I want. Alright, well, how many points do we got? 1 point. Alright. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, where did he run off to? Well, aren't you the bold one, running around this part of the forest? You've got to be either fearless or just plain foolhardy. Haven't you seen the undead? I'm a Vine Desk Ranger, and I'm not even sure I'm safe here. Ah, yes, you're the one he mentioned. He'll be glad you're here. The Veiled Heritants were one thing, but the undead are too much. They're Blackroot clan. They were a cruel lot even when they were living, and now they're even worse.
Alright, is there a plan to deal with them?
Don't ask me. We're at a standstill as far as I'm concerned. I'm not even sure what's at stake. Until I know more, we're hunkering down here. Indane has been running around, though. He's probably got a plan, but you two are on your own for now.
Alright, you know where he is?
You know, he comes and goes. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Did she tell you? One of the greatest mysteries of Valenwood has finally been solved. Decades of conflicting rumors have been put to rest. We finally know what happened to the Blackroot clan. They died, right here in Verlaine.
And now they've been risen.
Yes,
Raised.
once again the work of Naaman's Shade and the Veiled Heritants. And yes, I do realize we need to return them to rest, but I'm hoping we can uncover more about what happened here while we do. Are you ready to get to work, my friend?
Yes, where do we start?
The Blackroot clan warriors are even more bloodthirsty in death than they were in life. But there are also other spirits here, glimmers from the past, crying out for help. I think they're trying to show us something. We need to watch them.
Alright, let's go watch them. Oh, he's following me.
Look for the glimmers of the past I spoke of. Hopefully they will help us figure out how to put the Blackroot clan back to rest. What's that over there?
Eltharion, General Malgoth and the rest of the Blackroot troops are almost upon us.
No! That plan is madness!
Silence, Glonia. Our sacrifice today will ensure our sister villages live on.
Here's another scene. Let's watch.
Elfie, I can't do this. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
It's all right, Lenril. The poison itself is slow. The Black Root will have cut our throats long before you felt its effects. Here, we'll drink it together, and I'll fight by your side till the end.
Until the end.
Now, to battle!
Look, another one!
That's the last of them, General. The village is clear.
An easy victory. Verlaine is the first to fall, but there will be more. Now, per the meat mandate, let us feast on the fallen. Prepare the cave temple. It's a suitable place for a celebration.
Look, another one.
General Morgoth, the troops. Half of them are dead. The other half...
are dying, including us. This is poison. The villagers poisoned themselves to poison us.
What do you mean?
The meat mandate, you idiot. Elthyria knew she couldn't win on the field, but she'll still manage victory. To the Nereid Temple. Perhaps we can beg a cure.
Last one.
Here's another scene. Let's
Rise,
watch.
my soldiers. Back to your bodies and take up
Why
arms.
do you command us from the ooze?
A powerful one, unknown to me, has stolen my bow. It invoked the right of theft, and commanded we march against the Dominion.
By your command.
What a sacrifice! To think the villagers actually poisoned themselves in order to poison the Blackroot clan. It may be morbid, but it's also brilliant. Of course, that really doesn't help us return the Blackroot warriors to their graves, does it?
No, not really.
From what I gathered, one of Naaman's servants has stolen General Malgoth's bow and compels the Blackroot clan to fight by the right of theft. What we need to do is steal the general's bow back, and then we can release him from his vows.
Okay, how do we find the bow?
We must rely on the scenes of the past. After being poisoned, General Malgoth went to the Nereid Temple. It's likely he died within. I suggest you go in and search for the general's remains. I'll continue searching for clues out here in the forest.
Alright, I'll go search the temple.
Be wary in there. Nereids wield dangerous magic and can never be trusted. It's no surprise they helped the villagers in their suicidal plot. In fact, the Nereids probably consider General Malgoth's bow a prize. They will defend his remains.
Alright, why would the villagers turn to Nereid?
Desperation turns enemies into allies. The villagers knew General Malgoth and the Blackroot clan were going to attack, and they knew they couldn't win. Likely they asked the Nereids for help, and the Nereids convinced them this was the best course.
Alright.
Of course, Malgoth sought to unite all the Bosmer under his leadership. He led the Blackroot clan to conquer much of Valenwood during the Bosmer tribal wars. Then, one day, they just disappeared. No one knew what happened, until now. The Bosmer have always been free peoples, bound only to the green. Rarely have the tribes united under singular leadership, although for a period many, like Malgoth, tried. Most of the so-called wars were not fought at all, but won by trickery. Yes, General Morgoth had traveled far and wide. He had seen the greatness that comes to those who conquer through military might. But you'd not heard of him as a tribute to the sacrifice of the Verlaine Bosmer.
Morgoth also observed to meet Mandate.
As barbaric as it seems, many clans still lived by the old traditions during the Bosmer tribal wars. Mind you, they didn't consume the bodies of the dead because they enjoyed the taste. It was a matter of tradition.
And Verlaine villagers took advantage of that?
Apparently so, though the tactics they embrace sound more like a Nereid plot than something the villagers themselves might have come up with on their own.
The right of theft can even compel the dead?
For General Morgoth, that's apparently the case. For all his ambition, he was still a staunch traditionalist. It's actually quite impressive that his sense of honor remains intact, even so many years after his death.
How do you steal something from a dead person?
I'd say this is a perverted case. The value that Morgoth placed on his bow alone may be enough for him to want it back. Or he may be using the right of theft as a more honorable justification for his new servitude. There was fear in his voice.
Why would the villagers turn?
Desperation turns enemies into allies. Because it's in their nature. Death amuses them, and all the more when they can manipulate people into bringing about their own demise. As distasteful as it may be, the Nereids are part of the natural order. I just try to stay away from them.
Alright. In we go. Right, nothing out here. This is gonna be one of those maze ones we have to figure out. I think we figured it out. General Morgoth's journal, day 1. Oh, I wasn't done.
You would steal that which has already been stolen, then enter the Shadowwood and seek it, though you will find only death. Come face me if it's the bow you desire. The bow is a boon to our army. You will not have it.
We're back in the Shadowwood. I had hoped not to visit here again. If this is where he is holding the General's bow, then it's just as well. We need to find the Shade to get the bow back.
Where's the Shade?
I don't know. We'll have to search until we find it, though. In the meantime, however, do you recall the glimmers of the past we saw earlier? It seems those spirits are trapped here in the Shadowwood. We should release them.
Alright, how can we release them?
It's the Shadow Rifts that bind them here. From this side, you only need to touch the rifts to close them. That will release the spirits from their torment and weaken Naaman's grip on this place. If you'll focus on that, I'll search for the Shade.
Alright.
Good luck. I'll see you by the stones.
You will soon join us and fight at Morgoth's side.
The wrong one. One more.
Hope you prepared for undeath.
Freed us. May Ifrit smile on you. You closed the May Ifrit smile on you. You closed the rips that bound us here. You must stop that shade, though. It ceased to do terrible things to Valenwood. Though I have passed on many years gone now, I still consider Valenwood my home.
Don't worry, I will stop the shade.
Thank you, and thank you again for releasing us from his grasp. To be pulled back from the rest of death and bound like this, forced to serve such darkness, was sheer torture. Though we are dead, the people of Verlaine are in your debt.
Really? Please, well.
May Ifrit smile, thank you, and thank you. Good luck.
Naaman warned me about you, and I prepared. You will die, and then you will serve us.
Something's changed. I do not understand what's going on here.
That was a harrowing experience all around. I'm glad it's over. I hope we have succeeded in weakening Naaman's grasp on Valenwood as a whole. Only one thing remains. We must deal with the spirit of General Malgoth.
Should I return the bow?
Yes, and since you have succeeded in stealing it, it falls on you to invoke the right of theft with the General. Whatever you ask him, he will be compelled to do.
What should I ask for?
The compassionate choice would be to release the general and his army, to allow them to return to their rest. But if you prefer, you might ask them instead to turn against Naaman and aid our forces in the fight for Valenwood. The choice is yours.
Alright, I'll talk to the general.
So it's true then? You have retrieved my bow from the shade?
I have, and I invoke the right of theft.
My father told me, you will find your bow in an animal's bone. Before it's even carved, you will see it. Mammoth's tusk. Extraordinarily difficult to make a good bow out of, but it was just like he said. I saw it, and I knew. What do you want?
I'm gonna assume we're gonna need all the help we need in defeating him. Defeating Naaman, so we're gonna ask that he helps us.
My army is loyal even deep within death, deep within the ooze. They would march against the sun if I commanded it. They will march against Naaman.
Good, then I'll count on your support.
So you commanded the general to turn around and fight on our behalf instead? I feel sorry for the spirits of his soldiers that they remain bound here, but at least you were able to free the villagers from the Shadow Wood.
What should we do now?
We've done all we can here, but it's clear that Naaman still seeks to harm Valenwood, so our work is not finished. I suggest we spread out and search for signs of darkness. When Auriel wills it, I am certain the Green will bring us together again. Unless you have questions for me, I will soon be on my way. We should both search the forest for other signs of Naaman's corruption. I fear at some point we will have to confront Naaman himself.
General Malgoth mentioned the ooze. What did he mean?
A spiritual prison of a sort. Bosmer who break their oath to the Green Pact go there when they die, to reflect for an eternity. There's a place called Owls, where we bring the bodies of Oathbreakers. Some think it's a physical link to the ooze.
Alright, so I'll head to the second spot.
Stay away! It's not safe here! I'm glad you're here. I've been trying to help these poor people, but it's futile. There's a blight here that's turned them into rabid beasts. These Bosmer may be beyond aid, but we must find a way to stop the blight from spreading.
Do you know what caused the blight?
Undoubtedly, it's the corruption of Prince Naaman's shade, spreading through the forest and somehow affecting the people here. The blight emanates from the trees, which may offer us an opportunity to at least contain it using the Standing Stones.
What are the Standing Stones?
Long ago, before the Green Pact, the Standing Stones were used to protect the people from the aggression of the forest. If we can activate the stones, it could prevent the trees from spreading the blight to anyone else.
Alright, let's activate the stones then.
We must work quickly, my friend. Clearly, the blight doesn't affect all Bosmer, but if anyone wanders into this area, I suspect there is a strong chance they will become afflicted. If we forbid a scouting party of Vinedusk Rangers comes here.
Why aren't we affected by the blight?
I can't be sure, but I suspect it's our people's connection to the Green that allows us to be infected. Other races will be immune. It also seems that some Bosmer can resist the blight. For that, I have no explanation whatsoever. The corruption has spread to these plants as well. It's like they're dead, but not dead at the same time. I think I can actually sense the blight attempting to corrupt my mind. I've never felt anything like this. Even the water here seems to be somehow tainted. The corruption is coming from the den of the elves. We need to get there, quickly. If the eldest has been corrupted, then everything in this area, every plant, every creature, and every person will soon become corrupted as well. I can't imagine how this blight can so easily penetrate the forest's protections.
What exactly is the eldest?
It is an ancient plant, a strangler. It's been here from the beginning. It's the lifeblood of the forest in this area. If the eldest is truly tainted, then regardless of the Green Pact, we must slay it.
Killing the eldest will violate the Green Pact?
I don't think so. We must consider the significance of the Green Pact as a whole. At its core, it's a covenant in which we protect the Green and the Green protects us. In this case, we must cut off the limb to save the trunk. It's the only way.
Alright, will it grow back after we kill it?
Not without assistance. After we've killed it, you must remove its heart. We may be able to use that to grow a new strangler to take the eldest's place.
Alright. There we go.
You can destroy the Eldest, but you cannot have the heart. It belongs here in the Shadowwood. You will bring it to me.
And we find ourselves here once again. It's so unnatural. It makes me feel queasy. The Eldest's heart must be the nexus that ties this plane to ours. I suspect it is also tethered to Naaman's servant, the one who addressed us.
So we have to confront Naaman's servant once again.
We have no choice, though it sounds as if we risk handling the Eldest's heart back over to the enemy. Perhaps, though, we might also purge more of the Blight while we were in this realm. That might help us both here and there.
Alright, how would we purge more of the Blight from here?
The trees in the forest. The taint came from the Eldest, but it has undoubtedly spread to the spirits of the trees themselves. If we can slay the corrupted tree spirits, more of the forest may be spared. The Eldest's heart can help us.
Alright, how can it help us?
The heart's energy could help you slay the tree spirits, but I'm actually not sure that would be a good idea. If we use the heart this way, it will be corrupted. It would destroy any chance of using it to grow a replacement for the Eldest.
Well, we can't do that one, so...
Thank you for understanding. I do not wish to make this any harder, but I feel that compromising the Eldest's heart would be wrong. Go on then, kill the corrupted tree spirits. I will search for Naaman's servant.
Alright. Don't die, don't die, don't die. One more to go.
Bring me the heart, and I will grant you a mercy. Your hopeless heroism ends here.
Alright.
It wasn't easy, but we did it. We stopped the blight from spreading, defeated Naaman's servant, and we still have the heart we can use to grow a replacement for the eldest. All things considered, this went as well as I could have hoped.
It did. What about the corruption in the trees?
Thankfully, your efforts within the Shadowwood saved many of them. But there is still much corruption in the forest. I can feel it. Our work is far from finished. Here, I'll take the heart now.
Travel to... Alright. I don't know how to get out of here. That was easy.
Auriel, grant me strength. I hope you're the one Indenia spoke of.
Probably so. I'm here to help.
Thank the Eight. The army here is greater than we anticipated. Damn these gates. Damn the corruption. I should be in there, not Indenia. He said you'll be able to pass through. Help him. Stop Naaman.
Yep, that's the plan.
He wasn't wrong. The Veiled Heritance subjected my brother's body to an unnatural resurrection, as a lich. He has the Staff of Magnus, and is using it to suppress Hectorhaim's necromantic wards and raise an undead army.
How bad is it?
Very. According to Indenia, Hectorhaim guards the heart of Valenwood. He believes Naaman is corrupting it, and this corruption turns any soldiers we send forth feral. Indenia knows more. He waits for you at the gate.
Alright, I'll find him.
Indenia believes he can enter unharmed. And you as well. I pray he's right.
What can you tell me about Hectorhaim?
We have only limited understanding of the history. Some time after the passing of the Aeliads, a necromancer or group of necromancers tried to raise an army of the dead. Necromantic wards were put in place, but now Naaman is suppressing them.
How is he doing that?
Even as a lich, I don't believe Naaman is powerful enough to disrupt the ancient wards. Elendari believes it's the Staff of Magnus. We must retrieve the staff and secure it for the Aldmeri Dominion.
What can you tell me more about the Staff of Magnus?
Some say it once belonged to Magnus, the god of magic himself. Some say it was a gift. Others say it was stolen. Others believe it's a test. It suppresses magic, and it seems Naaman is using it to subdue the wards.
You mentioned the heart of Valenwood.
I little understand it, but the Bosmer have described it to me as the center of Greenshade. As Naaman is allowed to corrupt it, the forest will die. The Bosmer here would lose their homes and be forced to flee.
Alright, let's get started. There he is, standing at the gate.
Don't give me any trouble.
I'm relieved you're here, my friend. As dark as my fears may have been, they pale in comparison to the reality. If the shade of Naaman corrupts the heart of Valenwood, then the realm he calls the Shadowwood will soon consume this one.
How do we stop it? Stop him, then?
It won't be easy. The enchantments that once kept evil out are now corrupted. It's something similar to the blight we saw in Varant Morass, but much stronger. Every soldier who's entered has turned feral. Even you and I would not be immune.
Then how do we get in?
It's risky, but to defeat the darkness, we may have to embrace it first. The green is corrupted, and I think I can use my connection with it to thrust us into the realm of the Shadowwood. In that realm, I suspect we can get past the blight.
It's worth a shot. Let's go.
Let's hope this works. All right then. There, we're in Shadowwood again, as foul as it ever was. We should be able to bypass the Blight, though, and all the feral guardians that would block our way. Once we get in there, we need to head for the grotto. That's where the heart is.
You think it's safe to go in then?
There's only one way to find out, isn't there? If we go feral, that's that. If not, I still suspect we'll encounter some resistance. The Shadowwood hasn't lacked for corrupted spirits elsewhere, and I can't imagine it will here either.
Alright, let's go in then. Just hoping we don't go feral.
What do you
Ifrit's
want?
bones! He's turned so many! We have to stop this! Formidable as you may be, I fear we couldn't get through here in the physical realm.
What?
All right. See.
I knew we couldn't be that lucky. The shade has blocked the way. Let's see. These pedestals look as if they're still active. Yes, I know what to do. This is the entrance to the Valenheart. It seems the Shade of Naaman has taken care to ensure his work is not disturbed. This is an ancient Ayleid barrier. We'll need to activate the pedestals to pass.
How do we activate the pedestals? Why are we...
This is the entrance. We'll need to get the keystones. Welkin stones, I imagine. And the Shade has likely scattered them throughout the branches of Hectorheim. There is more, too. I will need to study these pedestals to decipher the way of unsealing the door.
Oh, why is it so glitchy? We're doing so good.
Yeah. This is the entrance. We'll need to go.
Why won't it let me finish? Dang it.
This is the entrance. We'll need to get the... Good thinking.
There you go.
Whatever we can do to speed this up. In fact, as soon as you find each keystone, bring it here before searching for the others. That will help.
The armory. Why is it being so glitchy at the moment?
I warn you, the Namon you faced before was fettered by fear and mortality. I have no such limitations.
Aw, crap. Thank you. Finally. Come on.
The Welkin stones are the only way to break the barrier and enter the heart. I'll get you back in.
The ritual chambers. We got. Notification.
You are throwing your life for naught. The heart is already corrupted. There's nothing you can do about that now.
Welkin stones are the only way to break the barrier and enter the heart. Let's get you back in there.
Alright, and our last one.
What is it?
come and witness my wrath achieved. Then you will die.
Plan out.
Good. This should work. Hurry, we have to save the heart.
My sister's pawn come once more to do her bidding. My red will get what's coming to her soon. Why won't you just die?
Crap, I didn't set it up. Where is he? There he is.
Incredible. I've never seen such terrible power. But you didn't flinch. The Shade is gone. But his corruption is not. Look at the heart. It's overflowing with corruption, spreading the darkness all over Valenwood.
Is there any way to heal it?
I don't know, but I have to try something. As I suggested before, perhaps the only way to defeat the darkness is to embrace it. I think I might be able to draw the corruption out of the heart and into myself.
But what will happen to you?
It'll be the end of me, I suppose. But the loss of one life, to save the Valenwood, there's no choice in that.
Wait, you're gonna sacrifice yourself?
Ifrit, guide me. I hope this works. It's working. Just a little more.
By the gate, Indenir. What happened here? Indenir is dead? He is playing one of his Bosmer tricks. He must be. No. He really is dead. Dark moons. Curse you, Indenir, for being mortar. And curse us for being so slow to arrive after we saw the corruption recede.
Indenir sacrificed himself to remove the corruption.
Just like a Bosmer. It is not enough for him to save us all. He must mock us with the nobility of his sacrifice. We will feel this loss more deeply than most. But it looks like the dead prince is dead once again.
Naaman is defeated and Valenwood is safe.
Indeed, Queen Irene should be informed. She entrusted you with this mission, so it would be best if you told. Wait, did you feel that?
Feel what?
Look! Indenir!
Perhaps you should take a few steps back.
The Valenheart. It saved Indenir.
Saved him? Cariel?
The Valenwood brought him back. It's Ifre's will.
What happened?
Indenir, Ifre has chosen you. You're the Sylvanar.
Could it be true? Me? The Sylvanar?
What happened?
I fell down into death, and the Green reached out and picked me up and set me on my feet, and I was here again, alive.
How do you feel?
Incredible. Indescribable. Transformed. I have seen my making and my unmaking, and I am awestruck.
The people here are calling you the Sylvanir.
I never imagined when the last Sylvanar died that I would be
Sylvanar.
chosen. But if the people wish it of me, I will accept this role.
I'm going to go let Raz know. I'm sure he's pushed into the grotto by now with the vine dusks.
Yes, and Queen Irene must be informed as well.
And I will go inform Queen Irene. Raz?
Is it true? What Cariel speaks? Indenir resurrected?
Yes.
Raz has had his eyes on other things, or he would not have missed it. And Naaman. Raz assumes he's dead.
Indeed.
Again. Queen Irene has already decided to blame Peladil and the heretics for this treachery. But Raz knows she loved her brother in her own high elf noble, emotionally stunted way. Tell her, but gently.
I will.
Quite an amazing scene to witness.
Indeed.
How did this one miss it? Talking to torchbugs, healing the forest, seeing invisible spriggans. I thought he was just another mad Bosmer. Turns out, I was the mad one. And Indenir was the Sylvanar all along.
What does this mean for Indenir?
Besides a timely resurrection, a wedding of course. He will be joined to the Green Lady, and together They will represent Valenwood as leaders of the Dominion, with Queen Irene and myself.
I see.
My soldiers stir from their feral state. I can only assume the corruption has receded and Naaman is again put to rest.
Yes, Naaman is finally at rest.
It is well. The funeral rites and honors may proceed as originally planned. My brother was a pawn of the Veiled Heritance, you understand? The mistreatment of his royal body only makes their treason the worse. Now, what of the Staff of Magnus?
I have it right here.
Thank you. I will see to its safeguarding personally.
There's one more thing. Indenir is the Sylvanar.
The Sylvanar. By the Eight. Main Akuzri, is this true? If so, that changes a great deal.
His spirit was gone from the mortal world. The Valenwood restored him.
Indenir?
The Main speaks the truth, Queen Irene.
Cariel herself said Ifrit chose him. This one agrees.
Then rise, Indenir. It is I who have the honor of bowing to you.
Queen Irene, please,
People of the Old Mary Dominion, I present to you your new Sylvanar. We won a necessary victory for the Dominion today, and we have you to thank.
So what do we do now?
I'll see to the Staff of Magnus's safety myself. As for you, the Bosmer have their Sylvanar. With both the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, it's time the two became one. Go to Velen Harbor in Malabal Tor, and we will make preparations. The Green Lady is in Malabal Tor, but rumors of attacks from Redguards have reached us. It's imperative that the Green Lady be kept safe so that she and the Sylvanar may be joined.
Where is the Green Lady exactly?
Velen Harbor, along the Broken Coast. It's a quiet little town. Perfect place for a wedding. Head there and inform the locals of the impending nuptials. I'll be along soon to bring the Green Lady her Sylvanar.
Alright, I'll go to Velen Harbor as soon as I can. Oh, it's all right there. Alright, I think we'll head to Velen Harbor. That might get us to the end of our stream. We've been going for almost 3 hours now.
Have mercy.
Oh, I was pointing at the person. It said lizard. It's like, that's weird. But there was a lizard on the ground in front of him. So it's not nice just to call somebody a lizard, especially if they're one of the lizard folk that I can't remember what they're called. I should have got there sooner. Let me get started on this quest a bit to see what's... Unless, of course, it's us having to fight hordes and hordes of things. If we have to fight hordes and hordes of things, then we'll end it. It's simple little tasks. We'll do it. We got like 14 minutes or so left.
Leave your
Panic in the
goods.
streets.
There'll be no use to
I
you
should
if
be
you're
doing
dead.
something.
Talk to somebody in charge.
You're heading the wrong way, aren't you? Everyone's fleeing Velen Harbor but a few diehards. Wait, you don't look like the running type. Perhaps you can help us defend the city.
Are you in charge here? Queen Irene sent me from Greenshade.
I'm as in charge of this madhouse as anyone, but I have no time for diplomats. Hold a moment. You're no cringing diplomat. I really don't care who you are as long as you can help defend Velen Harbor.
Defend Velen Harbor? What happened?
A Red Guard force made landfall and assaulted Velen Harbor. They must have made a deal with the Droblog clan of Wood Orcs, as they attacked from the hills at the same time. Captain Calaralda was at the docks. She's either dead or cut off. That leaves me in charge.
What can I do to help?
Civilians are trapped in the Trade Hall and Mages Guild by the Droblog. Rescue them. The Sergeant can arm them and organize a counterattack under the Fists of Thalmor banner. Tell them to get to the Fighters Guild barracks. We'll meet them there.
Alright, I will rescue the civilians.
The Droblog overran the marketplace, but a few townsfolk took refuge in the Mages Guild and the Trade Hall. Concentrate your search in those buildings. Clear the way, and send them to us at the barracks. We'll regroup there.
Alright. Why are the Fists of Thalmor in Velen Harbor?
The Queen sent us to escort the Green Lady to the city of Sylvanar, but the Red Guard and Droblog clan got here first. The captain knows more than I do, though. I hope she's still alive.
Still alive? What happened to your captain?
Captain Calaralda was at the docks to meet the dignitaries. The Red Guard arrived instead. She probably went down fighting. If she's alive, though, we'll rescue her.
Dignitaries? Who are you talking about?
The Queen sent us to escort the Green Lady to the city of Sylvanar, but the Red Guard and Droblog clan got here first. The captain knows more than I do, though.
What happened?
Captain Calaralda was at the Queen sent us to escort the Green Lady to the city of... I think it's worth a try. The Queen's counting on us, and with the captain dead or missing, her duty falls to me. I won't abandon Velen Harbor without a fight, and I don't think its people will either. The Queen sent us to escort... Bosma tradition says the Sylvanar is their spiritual side, while the Green Lady is their physical side. When both sides marry, the Bosma are stable and balanced. There is a new Sylvanar and Green Lady at the moment, and they haven't married yet.
New? What happened to the old one?
The old Sylvanar and Green Lady were diplomatic envoys for the Queen, getting the Bosma to work with the Dominion and so on. But they both died recently. Their replacements somehow absorbed their spirits. I don't know how it actually works.
Alright, so... this looks like it's gonna be a lot of fighting. And we've got 10 minutes left. So I believe this is a good spot to end it for the night. Let's switch to that. Let me get out of this before bad things happen. So yet another successful night in game. This time with Elder Scrolls Online. We've made a whole lot of progress working on cleaning out some of the backlog in our quest logs, which is nice because that was starting to get a bit hectic and long and difficult to navigate the map as everything shows up at once. Even though you select a certain quest you do to track and follow, it still shows where you need to go for the other ones. That's where I was getting confused in the past and ending up doing 16 other different quests. But we're back on the right path now. So hopefully we will be able to play out this quest line next time we play it. And then work on completing some of the others. You know, once it seems like we've completed a whole bunch of stuff and we're not getting too many new quests other than maybe repetitive ones, I will look into purchasing the next few expansions or add-ons or chapters of the Elder Scrolls Online. I know there's a couple. There's the Greywood one, and then there's the Blackmere one that just came out. There's at least 2 of them that I know I don't have. But yeah. Oh wow, I'm looking at Steam, and apparently I've played Elder Scrolls Online for almost 290 hours. 288.4 to be exact. I didn't think I played it that long. But Steam doesn't always lie. Well, it does sometimes, but gameplay time's not so much. But, yeah. Well, I mean, let's see. Fallout 4 is at 366.5 hours. Is how long I've played that. Let's see. What's another one that I've played a lot? What happened in Dishonored 2? We did it. I played through it myself. And when we did one of our first series was on Dishonored 2. I think it was our second. And I've got a total of 26.7 hours. That is a relatively short game. Let's see. It's the same with Tomb Raider. I played it myself. And then we did the video series on it. And that only got us 20.9. Same Rise of the Tomb Raider. Myself and doing the video series 20.7. It's a little bit better. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I played it myself on the Xbox, myself on the PC, and then the videos for YouTube, and we've got 50.5 hours. That makes sense. And a few times we've played Red Dead Redemption 2, we've got 10 hours into that. Yeah. I like how Steam and that tracks the hours played. It's interesting to see how it's a good sense of what games that I play the most. It shows you what games I like. But with that, that brings us to the end of tonight. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed it. Hope everybody had a good Easter. And that, and again, Monday, tomorrow, don't expect anything from me either here or on YouTube. Tuesday will be the next and temporary final episode of The Outer Worlds. I say temporary just in case they release another DLC or expansion pack or whatever you want, chapter, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll pick up with it again from there. If not, it'll be the end. Wednesday we'll be back here on Twitch with our part 1 of 4 build challenge in The Sims. I will figure out what house plan. It's going to be something relatively simple. And we'll build it in the original Sims on Wednesday. And then next week we'll build it in The Sims 2. Thursday we'll getting back in the groove with Fallout 4, episode 52. One of the last 4 episodes of the Far Harbor DLC before we work on completing a few mundane everyday tasks within the Commonwealth, and then we head out to Nuka World. And then of course Friday, this live stream goes live there on YouTube, and that as our a permanent archive of sorts of weekly live streams. And then Saturday we will complete our playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077 for the second time, following the second ending, and we'll see what happens there. I know that we've completed the different quest lines and gone as far as we can with Pan Am and Judy and River and who knows who else. I'm sure there'll be some interesting things and possibly side quests and such happening. So I'm kind of excited to see how it ends that way. And then, like I said, the Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday after, we will transition to our regularly scheduled Star Trek Online. That will take the place of Cyberpunk until I find something else, get bored with it, or the views of the videos on Twitch and viewers on Twitch drop. If they do that, then I will transition into something else and keep doing, give it a few weeks. If numbers improve, we'll stick with it. If not, then I'll move on to something else until we find something that we can settle on. But with that all being said, I will end it here. Have a great rest of your night. Have a safe week. And I hope to see you guys all back here again on